Ba 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 ba. Hello and welcome to my live stream. I'm your host, Runnic the Hybrid. I'm heard by YouTube channel, and it's Dungeons 4. Now, to explain a few bits. One, we're not doing Depot for a while. Repo is to let Omega calm down, because that game was literally unfair to him. And I don't like friends being upset. I do want to help friends, but a lot of stuff you can't do. So, for a while, I think I might try this game, which I've been wanting to play for ages. And I only got it a few days ago. I forgot, actually, I actually forgot about it for about a year or two. So yeah. It's a fun game. And if people enjoy me playing this, I will play the other three. Just so you know, 1 and 2 do not play like this fully. Alright, so here we go. Also, this one and number 3, you can edit things. Like right now you can see on the screen it's Easter, because it's set at Easter session. I can also change the character's avatar in the back there to good, short hair, or evil. Basically, you get the idea. But yeah, I wanted to play this for ages. I do actually have an idea. I do want them to make a game version where it's got a small dungeon heart and where you create your own character. But yeah, I'm going to do. Alright.
The last stand. Tanya set about destroying the last remaining heroes. Amongst others, her stepbrother Tristan.
Wait, stepbrother? And you know, I'm going to put this on easy because, yeah, I'm not playing this and I don't want to spend over and over. So yeah. I am pretty good at games like this, but now and then I know no games have a little knack to do sneaky things in the background. Or basically they don't give you enough time to prepare. Which is why they set them. But basically I've noticed a lot of things like difficulties have been going different way. Like extreme difficulties, and that has been different. Basically been making the extreme difficulties harder, so they make the difficulties lower. Oh, hi gamer. I'll be doing alright. Sonic Gamer. Eyeball. Gamer, do you want to join the chat? Wait, let's start the game.
Once upon a time, long ago in... hell, well, you know the rest. The absolute evil had, in the fabulous predecessor to this game, taken over the entire overworld with its creatures. Now it spent its time on debauched parties and... Wait a minute. The entire overworld? No! One small village of indomitable heroes still held out against the invaders. The unamused evil was beside itself.
Alright, gamer.
But all this was about to change once and for all, because the remote controlling evil sent its most vicious general into the field, the Dark Elf Talia. Talia, also known from the fabulous predecessor, came back from her vacation in a thoroughly good mood. Before that, she had defeated her foster father, the paladin Thanos. This fact is important to note.
Why is it important to note? Slash.
For this last remaining village of heroes was protected by none other than Tristan, foster son of Thanos and Talia's stepbrother. This proud warrior in shining, his handsome heroic chest, accentuating armor, was the last glimmer of hope for the forces of good.
Oh, get over yourself.
Talia, who had fully embraced the dark side, couldn't wait to really kick her stepbrother's ass.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad language in this.
The story begins.
Alright. Also, this game has a cooperative mode where people can join me. I don't think it's been multiplayer, but
The last defenders of good were fighting for their survival. This seemed to be the perfect time for Tristan to make his appearance, the last mighty hero of the good races.
My brothers! In your eyes, I see the same fear that would lead me to despair. The day may come when the courage of true heroes is extinguished, when we abandon our companions and all bonds of friendship are broken. But that day is still far off. Stand fast, heroes of the West!
And with those familiar-sounding words, Tristan charged into battle to the cheers of his men. The heroes of good had managed to capture some of the evil creatures. Nevertheless, it was more than questionable whether a few minor victories and a brilliant speech could do anything against the absolute evil armies. A storm of darkness and gloom descended, heralding the arrival of Talia, the absolute evil's general. This entrance not only panicked the defenders of good, but also seemed to strengthen the creatures of evil.
I'm back! Time to kick a little hero butt. Forward, creatures! Show me what you can do! Punch 'em smack dab in the mouth! Smash 'em in the face! Oh, and just as a precaution, get me my handbook of worn-out third-rate catchphrases. Ha-ha! If my eyes don't deceive me, that's my stupid stepbrother Tristan over there too, just waiting for me to lovingly put his head on a spear. Ha! Today is going
yeah, I need to start upstream of Baldur's Gate 3 sometime later.
Some might find this puzzling, as it was the beginning of a long new campaign. But okay, maybe the rest of the missions are nothing but a string of debauched victory celebrations. Who knows?
a few pitiful opponents. I'm gonna massacre you. If I can just remember how that works again.
Fortunately, Talia's instincts took over at this point, something which wannabe pro gamers often refer to as auto-attack. Talia also remembered that she had a few skills that she could invoke whenever she felt like it.
Oh, right! Boom! That's how it's done. And another one for the Grim Reaper. Or Grim Reaperess, I'm not picky.
Tale the healer verse. Wow. Normally you'd see
Mighty storm
999,
stood at her disposal.
but it was 666. Wow. Oh, powerful Donya. Also, turns out there's a new Yu-Gi-Oh card coming out.
Hey, did someone actually I'm the only one who's allowed to do that. Time to bust these things open, pulverize them, nuke them!
Okay, why are they in prison?
A cage was destroyed and creatures were freed. Talia had freed all the creatures. Not to be outdone by her stepbrother, she too gave a brilliant speech.
Speech? Sure. Creatures! Time to punch the do-gooders right in the kisser! Forward! Punch them in the face! Kick them in the
Okay,
shins,
we've hobgoblins,
break their belt
snakes.
buckles so they trip on their pants.
Yes. Very inspiring.
Oh, we got weepers, sweepers. What are these called?
Talia had reached the center of battle. With another brilliant speech, she goaded her creatures on one more time.
Another speech? Oh. Ding dong, the hero's dead. Okay?
Honestly, I don't know if I can work with you like this. After Talia's words, the creatures surged forward and flocked to their linguistically under-talented leader, or would like to, but the defenses on the left and right flanks made progress impossible. Talia had to destroy them in order to receive further support.
Get rid of the healers.
Dead heroes!
Also, your troops can get XP in this too to go up. And this is meant to be a funny story.
Talia,
Oh,
step
rainbows.
You dare to show your face here after killing our foster father?
Oh dear, is that a trick question? You can see I'm here. Thanos deserved what he got. And I thought to myself, hey, like father, like son.
You will pay for your deeds, sister. The light will protect me. Sister, turn from evil and come back to the side of good. See the power of light.
With these words, Tristan was bathed in a golden light that seemed to protect him.
No.
If that were not troublesome enough, a number of magical portals opened at the same time.
As if this wasn't dragging on way too long already. Can't we just jump straight to the point where I greedily take over the world? Forward, creatures! Smash the portals! Flatten that magic junk! Pull the plug!
My brothers! In your eyes, I see the same fear that would lead me to despair. The day may come when the courage of true heroes is extinguished, when we abandon our companions and all bonds of friendship are broken. But that day is still far off. Stand fast, heroes of the West!
Oh, didn't you spout that same bullshit earlier? in exactly the same words.
No, not at all. I am known for my brilliant speeches, wicked stepsister.
I seem to remember that whenever you were supposed to speak in front of the class, we had to get a mop.
You'll pay for that. Onward, faithful! Destroy the evil!
Wow. And also, as you can see, this dungeon game has two options. One is this, conquer the land. Two is
All the
build a dungeon.
portals had been destroyed, and with them, Tristan's shield went up in smoke.
That's the way I like it. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. I was just about to kick my stepbrother's butt.
Sister, it doesn't have to end this way. Join me. Together we can still save the world.
Oh, can't you just die and spare us all the embarrassing melodrama?
Wait, he's a dark elf too.
Your army has just decreased in size due to death.
Talia, this isn't the end. We'll meet again.
With these words, Tristan quickly created a portal and threw himself through it with the last of his strength. The portal closed again behind him.
Treachery! Fraud! Cheater!
Wait, what's
This
that?
was supposed to be my victory! And what the hell kind of glove is that anyway? Looks to me like game design forgot to balance the thing properly.
Maybe the people in charge were still too captivated by your great speech. It brought tears to my eyes too, however, not of emotion.
As if the bird brains these evil creatures have needed grand speeches. A few skulls to bash in, and the social calendar for the evening is filled.
Well, each to their own. But apparently, Tristan had suffered a mishap, as the aforementioned magic glove still lay in the place where it was last used. It would seem that he had accidentally lost it.
Wonderful.
Wait.
This thing is just what I need. Très chic. I'll just grab that right away.
And so our story begins.
Why does that glove remind me of Marvel and the... You know what I mean.
Had managed to give Talia the slip, but she had been able to capture his magic glove.
Yeah, don't look, don't look. He's doing the...
The Gauntlet of Finitude, a fabled artifact. Unfortunately, UI overlays don't work in cutscenes, so Tanya couldn't read just exactly what the glove did.
Really?
Nevertheless, she proudly presented it to the absolute evil in its form as the Dungeon Lord. And so misfortune took its course, because at the same time, Talia wanted to demonstrate how loudly she could snap her fingers. But this snap, which would go down in the history books as the Dungeon Lord snap, unleashed horrific forces that were discharged into the Dungeon Lord himself.
Uh-oh.
As Tanya rose to her feet, the gauntlet had disappeared, and the Dungeon Lord lay dying. Viewers often began to cry at this point, because it made them think back to the last really good superhero movie.
Wait, she just...
Talia mourned for about 5 seconds. Talia had shattered the realms of good and served them onto the absolute evil on a silver platter, while it had actually done nothing at all. So Talia now became the absolute ruler. She had no clue about how to rule, but more than made up for it with hubris and consistently ignoring glaring problems. In
So,
addition,
she literally just
surrounded
conquered.
herself with a staff of incompetent advisors. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, they're zombies, so they're brain dead.
10 minutes later, Tristan had captured Talia, locked her in a cage, and put the armies of absolute evil to flight. and so the story ends.
Wait, what?
I'll tell you how the story continues in overpriced microtransaction bites.
Wait, what? What?
Oh, wait, wrong script. That's a different developer. Hang in there, I've almost got it. While Talia was ignominiously taken away, the unused essence of absolute evil continued to float through the ether. It wasn't about to admit defeat that easily, but for evil to triumph once again, it needed Talia back, for better or for worse. And so the swirling essence of absolute evil set about commanding the perplexed-looking chaotic hordes and freeing Talia.
So basically she just killed...
Hammer time. Round 2. The essence of absolute evil held the horde together and rose to the challenge of vicious dwarven engineering.
So... why do I feel that he left that glove there as a fake out? Who feels that her cousin, well, it is sibling, left the glove so that she could pick it up and use it, and it become used to kill her boss?
You stupid little good elf. Otherwise, I'll have a hard time wringing your scrawny neck. What the hell do you want from me anyway?
Talia, stepsister, your deplorable deeds must not go unpunished. You have slain our foster father Tanos, a blasphemous affront to our goddess, whom you, to top it all off, have also slain. But we will have plenty of time to argue on our journey. I am here for the stone. Brynhild, if you please.
You know you can, you little cutie. Oi! Go on, you lazy lot. Get that destroyer of worlds class hammer going.
Wait, what?
Talia had been captured. Only the bubbling around the place essence of absolute evil could save her. It was amusing to leave Talia in the clutches of her brother. But on the other hand, without her help, the shapeless evil would probably just roam the countryside as a disembodied something or other, and at best be hired for third-rate horror movies. Fortunately, a forgotten dungeon heart lying in the underground could quickly be reactivated. Together with the creatures of the Horde, it would be easy to smash the do-gooder heroes there to smithereens. The wafting evil had to get rid of that dwarven contraption on the overworld, as it posed a threat to the underground, and with it, the dungeon heart. It was therefore necessary to build a mighty dungeon, or rather, to have one built, because, as a wafting essence, the disembodied evil could not do much itself.
So yeah, right now it's dungeon making.
Oh.
Build a treasury. How do I build a treasury?
The gold-hungry evil had built a treasury. The meager amount that could be stored in the throne room was simply not even close to enough for a proper gold bath.
So yeah, you have to dig up money, dig up things to build. It seems they've added big stockpile ones too. Oh, so this is what I mean. The dungeon hut is way too big. And they make it smaller.
Ding dong, it's payday.
So basically you need to do all this. And also you gotta pay your goblins too. Yeah, each of these can only hold a certain amount. So basically, it's basically waiting, building, unlocking, upgrading that. Build a goblin farm.
A new area of the dungeon has been discovered. The gluttony-loving evil had built a gobbler farm. Here, delicious gobblers were raised to serve as food for the horde.
Build a hideout at least 6x6. Creatures are owned.
Payday!
Healers.
The army-raising evil had recruited its first creature, a bit underwhelming considering that it was sitting on the throne of the gods a short time ago. But fresh starts are never easy.
Yeah, so a lot of waiting and a lot of working. Look at my giant hand.
You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon.
Ooh. A swamp. Yeah, so I've literally got so much gold to get to.
The sheltering evil had built a hideout for the horde's creatures. These could henceforth build themselves a place to rest there. The evilest evil could use the hand of terror, not only to intervene, but also to lend its little snots the impetus they needed by giving them a spirited slap.
Yeah, so these you can't mine. Look, the mask. And her wand. Alright. How do I slam?
The attitude adjusting evil had struck one of its little snots. Frightened, the creature squealed and set to work even faster. The detestable evil had earned some delicious evilness. Excellent things could be done with it, such as researching new stuff. However, first, a place had to be found where the evilness could be stored. The absolute evil quickly built a vault of evilness.
Which I did.
Payday!
Actually, no, it's increase that size, shall we?
The glamorous evil had built a vault of evilness. This allowed it to henceforth store evilness and use it.
I am evil.
Oi! No need to sit around being lazy when we could be picking up a little gold while we're here, eh? On you go, lads. Grab the nearest gold vein.
Sooner or later, the greedy dwarves would dig their way into the dungeon. The perfidious evil used a workshop to prepare traps to stop the gold-stealing dwarves in their tracks.
Right, traps, traps, traps. Where's my traps?
Technological progress has almost always been a fine thing. Further research could not only make new units or rooms available, but also increase the maximum number of little snots or creatures.
Okay, I need to make those. And I can't make that because I increased to level 3. Wait, it actually gave me a room to do it on.
The hard work allowing evil had built a tinkerer's cave. Here, little snots could use the work units to make toolboxes, which were needed for the more extravagant dungeon accoutrements.
Oh no, they're coming.
It's payday.
Oi! Something dug into my little gold mine. Yeah! And it had to be stinking orcs, whose skulls are at best used as toilet paper holders in the lavatory. Okay, boys, tear this joint to the ground.
Dwarves had opened the passage into the dungeon. The little snots immediately executed Order 67, as they had been instructed to do by Talia in such a case, which meant that they ran through the dungeon with their arms flapping wildly. At the same time, they opened the secret trap cache, so that the tricky evil could give the dwarves a very warm welcome.
Oi! Did you little honey buns forget your little baby bottles? Or how did you manage to lose to a bunch of lousy orcs? But mind, we still have some reinforcements here. Reinforcements? Attack!
Obviously, the danger from the dwarves had not yet been neutralized. Luckily, the little snots had made a few traps in their spare time, and they were only too happy to make available to the all-consuming evil. The cunning evil had placed the first traps. This would make it much harder for the greedy dwarves to steal the gold from the treasury, or even destroy the dungeon heart itself.
I need to put a wall there. If only someone would join me for a question. So yeah, you can actually build. Be careful, your money in is literally what. Oh, look at all those traps.
It's payday.
Look at all these traps I'm setting. I didn't know I can actually do that. I usually just thought... Uh-oh. So yeah, I gotta level up. Yeah, I can't do anything else. It's got more gold. That's the exit, huh? Oh, they got a dodging stone too. So it seems it's dungeon versus expansion. We're low on gold. So the enemies also has a type of dungeon. Wow, it's new. Any questions?
A new area of the dungeon has been discovered.
Ooh. Pretty.
day, creatures are collecting their pay.
Lots of food. Wait, can we? No, we can't put the lava bit. Sometimes you gotta have more gold spots. And sometimes I do build a bit too fast. So basically we gotta conquer all these and get through. But of that we need more gold. Might have spent a bit more gold than I should have. Oh, God, admit that is evil. Look at that. That is evil.
A gold vein is almost exhausted.
Gold veins. I think we got enough for something. Oops. Alright, so we increase the levels, huh? Increase the capacity to tier 3. Alright, how do I case it here? Or advancing your process in the dungeon will automatically grant you more little.
Ding dong, it's payday.
Alright.
Hey, look, I realize you really get a kick out of slapping your creatures, but they're not really the enemy here. Maybe you should reassess your priorities.
How do you get this? That's the problem, I have no idea. So how do I increase the respawn? Does anyone know how to increase the respawn? What is? Oh, so I can progress them.
The workforce hoarding evil had increased its maximum little snot limit and now had access to even more of the industrious little creatures.
Alright, we've got 10 more coming. Alright, so we need to improve that. Alright, so it's gold, it's fully done.
Payday.
Wait, how am I?
Oh,
I need to destroy these. But how? Don't tell me it's telling me to wake these up. I see. It's making me wait until I level up, I think.
a new area has been unearthed in the dungeon.
So much. Okay. Yeah, it's been some time since I played this, so... Well, not this version. Alright, I need evil essence. I know this can take some time. Kerbis, sorry. Restream does that. It's meant to be random games, but can't do anything like Restream says.
Oh. Payday.
Oh, it's cheap. Look. Evil Essence.
A new area of the dungeon has been discovered.
How do I send my troops to attack? That's a problem, I don't know. It doesn't tell me. I destroy that. And to do that, I need to attack. Attack! Attack! Destroy! Kill! Wait, there's furniture in this game too? You kidding me? There's a back door.
Ding dong, it's payday.
Alright, let's increase them.
Oh,
Work harder. Yeah, this game might take some time, but still, it's fun.
you have unearthed a new area in the dungeon.
Wait, why are my troops going over lava? So the traps help a lot. Let's put some traps in this area.
Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein.
Alright. Let's do some more evil, shall we?
Your gold vein is nearly exhausted.
Let those guys go to the thing and we'll simply just... Ooh la la.
new area of the dungeon has been discovered.
Ouch. Alright.
A gold vein has been mined out.
Oh, I can't go that way. Oh well. Let's conquer. Ooh, almost done, yay!
You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon.
Again, these will take some time, but it's fun.
The dwarves were defeated for the time being. Satisfied, the essence of the absolute evil rubbed something that could perhaps pass for two hands together. The all-destroying evil had conquered the exit. This left the way to the surface open for its troops.
Troops!
The absolute evil's creatures blinked a little as they stepped into the glaring light of the sun.
Alright, so you can only do that up there.
They could lay waste not only to the boring corridors of the dungeon, but also to the lush green meadows of the overworld.
Yeah, so first bit is you build a dungeon, conquer, defend it, and then you go out and attack.
The horrific evil had destroyed a camp in the overworld. The defeated heroes ran away crying and tried to entrench themselves behind even higher walls.
Hello. More troops, please.
Your creatures have destroyed a cave.
Charge! Go my 40s. You know, it'd be fun if you actually can have a selection of what you want to have as followers. Well, there's one thing is, yeah. Oh wait. Everything's upgraded. So, one thing though, this map has like two things. One is the overlay, and the other is the dot lane. As you know, this lovely, peaceful, nice area.
And evil had destroyed a number of the heroes' camps. Screaming at the top of their voices, the survivors took to their heels.
But yeah, the game is fun. It's just you play it. We have more troops.
I have to protect the blueprint, Snookums. Otherwise, the orcs will eventually end up building some decent machinery here. Well then, your tin up, Doodles.
Brynhild, what are you doing? I thought your dwarves could easily handle a few orcs.
Problems, brother mine? Oh, what a shame. I had actually already planned on making myself a tea set out of dwarf skulls.
Talia, your evilness truly knows no bounds. These dwarves are part of the Alliance of Good. You were also once part of that alliance.
Well, she was literally being taught and saying that she was evil and that she should, you get the idea.
The path to the dwarves' oversized hammer lay open. The trembling heroes prepared themselves for the final battle. Your creatures have destroyed a cave.
And they keep going up levels. Tail the healer. Tail the hammer. Now where's Tanya?
Spectacularly went up in flames, which was rather odd, as the creatures had only been hitting the thing with their weapons. But fine, perhaps horde weapons were made of flint. Yet the distraction provided by the dwarven intervention had shifted the destruction-loving evil's focus long enough for Talia and her stepbrother Tristan to disappear into the distance. With
Wait,
an
what?
imaginary sigh, the staggering evil took one last look around before setting off in pursuit. The path led to the Hellwoods, an eerie place claimed by the demonic creatures of the underworld.
Ah, you kidding me? They rang off again? Yeah, listen. This is how it mostly is. They rang off over and over and over. Alright.
The Hellwoods. Talia was taken ever deeper into the lands by her stepbrother Tristan. They passed through the Hellwoods, a hotbed of demons.
And we all know one of the set of demons. And one of the things you can actually do in this game is
Underground beneath
recruit enemies.
Talia's stepbrother Tristan was tampering with the remains of a dungeon long thought forgotten. But the demonic evil's henchmen were hard on his heels and were also slogging their way through the underground. Tristan had no choice but to retreat.
My brothers! In your eyes I see the same fear that would lead me to despair. The day may come when the...
Tristan! Stern, you good-for-nothing imbecile. Can't you just shut up for once? Or finally come up with a different speech? That's so... Hey! Are those my armies of evil? Here! Get me out of here so I can personally kick my stepbrother's butt! Go ahead! Finish them off! Give it to them! Push away past the expiry date cake, right in their faces!
Never! The power of magic flows through me! A magic barrier will keep those creatures at bay!
It seemed that Tristan did actually have some small knowledge of magic. His barrier was impenetrable to conventional attacks. Where magic was concerned, however, things looked just a little different. The spellbook perusing evil quickly set about tackling this problem underground.
Alright, where were we?
Before the mana-craving evil could resort to magic, it would first have to take care of the demons. It made perfect sense to have a vortex built to house demonic creatures.
Alright, so...
Some parts of the underground were saturated with mana. Once dug up, this could be used to cast spells. The mana evil wanted to try this out as soon as possible.
Yeah, and I want to put this layer of traps. Basically, once we conquer these, we gain them. Oh, I see. So he was trying to take control of the dungeon.
You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon.
So I can't use that. Alright, so it's teaching me basically everything. Alright. Alright, so I need... Oh, I get it. I didn't have the gold.
Stand fast, men! There may come a day when courage fails us, but it is not this day. On this day we fight! By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I call you to stand firm. Brothers of the kingdom, let us lay waste to the dungeon. Attack!
Ah, you stole that speech. I've heard something very similar to that before.
That's beside the point. Those who spy at my men. The pen is mightier than the sword.
But weaker than a horde battle axe. It's just too bad that I can't be there to watch the show because I'm stuck in your stupid cage.
Yeah, we gotta make traps. Probably with these doors. Yeah, I need more gold.
The room-building evil had had a vortex built. There, hired demons found shelter and a place to wait until they could be resurrected at the cost of evilness after an unforeseen demise. Doors in the dungeon not only reduced drafts, but could also stop heroes and other enemies in their tracks for a short time. They also increased the efficiency of rooms. It therefore made sense to have a door to close off a production room.
Yeah, so doors are good. So. So basically, in this game, we're playing as the evil again. Absolute evil.
A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon. A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon. day.
Yeah, set a few traps in the way. Can always make lots of rooms.
You
How's
have
my traps?
found a new area in the dungeon.
Traps going nice and slow. Was I meant to build something there?
There are enemies in your dungeon.
And don't worry, you lot. 3, 2, 1. Get them! Basically, you can actually help by moving all the stuff.
Oh,
Faster! Basically, what I did here is built this as a treasury so that they can dig this up here.
a creature has become livid with rage. day.
Right. Yeah, we need to make these ones too. Ooh, what's this? Spell. Ooh. Long gold.
Oh,
Work.
one of your creatures has become livid with rage.
Oh wait, I don't have a food area, don't I? I don't have food for them. Scrap.
Oh, a gold vein is almost exhausted.
There. Enough food. I almost forgot about the food.
Enemies are in the dungeon.
Yeah, I can't build a bit too much at once. Maybe we should just wait for things to be built. Alright. And kill. Here you go. better. Now you can eat. Again, sorry about not eating. Let's see, freeze this up a bit more. Bit more food.
Ding dong, it's payday. A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon.
So basically, first two games you play as the evil. Now you play, then you play as,
Area has been
Huh?
unearthed in the dungeon.
then you play as. Ooh la la.
A gold vein has been mined out.
Yeah, I can guess.
A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon.
I can summon one of those when I have enough gold.
You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon.
Yeah, these take a while, but still. I'm pretty sure a lot of people do this faster. I want to summon you. Alright.
Payday. A new area of the dungeon has been discovered. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Now then, my troops, how shall we deal with this?
A gold vein has been mined out.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh wait.
A new area of the dungeon has been discovered.
Yeah. Oh, brother. I built so much, it still hasn't got anything done. Well, these are almost done. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at all that mana.
Payday. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Again. Yeah, this is no right to wait. Yeah, What am I doing that for? It's because I want to spread out a bit and check almost every angle. Wait. So basically, I'll wait for these two to be finished.
A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon.
So much mana. But yeah, these can take quite a while, especially when you like building.
A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon.
Because I want to get everything out and learn everything. Probably once these two are done, they will stop working on the other things. I got too much mana.
payday.
Okay, they're all done. Wait until your little snot have finished building the work.
Your gold vein is nearly exhausted. There are enemies in your dungeon.
This spell allows you to describe from your god-like position into the skin of the Whoa! Oh my word, this is awesome!
A new area of the dungeon has been discovered.
Let me put some walls on.
You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon.
About time. And oh, you do need some stuff. Great. So it turns out you do need stuff.
Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein.
That was nice. I can actually go into my enemies.
To hogwash Evil's little snot had built an arcanium. Should one of these droll little workers manage to find the time, mana would from now on be produced here. A first door now adorn the dungeon. The grandiose Evil not only use it to increase the efficiency of rooms or to stop enemies for a short time, but it could also lock doors to seal off areas for its subordinates. payday.
Alright, so that helped.
You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon. The gallant evil had now gained access to a number of spells. Create resources, for example, allowed toolboxes or gobblers to quickly be created as if out of thin air. In keeping with his childlike disposition, the amused evil immediately tried this out. The childish evil's eyes glowed with joy as it successfully used the Create Resources spell. This would allow stocks to be filled even without decent production.
Ooh, nice. Right, you know, we need to put some more traps out, just in case. Yep. Hehehehehe.
A little snot set about generating mana in the Arcanium to make it available to the spell-wielding evil.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have enough money. I spent too much. All this mana and I can't get it.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I spent a bit much tonight. We should reach Tanya. So much mana and we can't use it all. So many spells I can use. Getting evil and gold.
new area has been unearthed in the dungeon. Payday.
Let's check. Look, how much have I not dug up? All right. We could just do this up, but you know. All right, wait. You know, let's go. What's up? All right, we need to go to camps. Ooh, we got some centaurs. So basically what we're doing is making supports. So boxes give you items. And we can go all the way back here.
The spoiled evil had discovered a few stray demons who were all too willing to join his dark army. Of all things, these were stuck in a rather awkward position. The perplexed evil pondered how to go about it.
Hey, Tristan, favorite, because only stepbrother, See my troops marching over there? I think they're gonna make short work of you.
Don't get your hopes up too soon, stepsister. My barrier and my men will stop them. We got what we wanted here, and we'll soon be on the road again.
Creatures, get me the hell out of here already! Come on, get a move on! Save me, free me, sign petitions demanding my release!
How do I get these guys out of here? Oh, portal. I can make portals?
The ingenious evil had managed to return the scattered demons safely back to the dungeon by means of a spell.
And that's how you get out. So it seems I have to do everything randomly. Let's see. Oh, my dungeon's evil.
An arcane tear had appeared very close to the absurd evil's armies. These magical anomalies were not uncommon in the area, and caused great power to those who knew how to use them. The creatures knew but one way to deal with these. The corrupting evil had captured an arcane tear. New power flowed through it, giving it the ability to now cast the meteor rain spell. As luck would have it, there was a group of heroes nearby who made worthy targets.
Charge! Problem is they're limited.
The arcane tear's power could now be used by the spellcasting evil.
So yeah, you can literally go up and start getting them stuff, or yeah, focus on your base. All these buildings falling apart. I cast bats. Oh, look, it's his statue. What type of hero would make statues of himself?
Talia, I still can't believe you really did all that. Weren't we like family to you?
I was constantly insulted and
The
humiliated.
merciless evil's army.
Yeah, she was insulted and humiliated a lot of time.
A spell would sweep it away. While the crucible intoning evil was making its way through the protective barrier, Talia and Tristan continued upon their way.
Tristan, beloved brother, would you be so kind as to open this cage door for me? There is no need for us to argue.
Step brother, and I simply cannot forgive you for slaying our foster father. Not to mention half of the good people of the country.
Only half? Huh. I mean, all that just kind of happened. I don't know how exactly it could all go so wrong either.
You put Tanos' head on a spear.
He bloody well deserved it. Time and again, I had to suffer insults from him and his henchmen simply because of my origins, as if all dark elves were evil.
You killed hundreds of heroes, slew father's companions, and put father's head on a spear.
They made me do it. It's society's fault.
Yeah, they actually did, because they said she was evil and wouldn't do anything.
The magic using evil had conquered an arcane tear. Armed with that captured power, it could now use the mana shield spell.
Would love a game actually make one where you can actually make yourself as a character and yeah, choose your own followers. Oh no, another statue. Whatever shall we do?
Is nearly exhausted. Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein.
I know, I know. When you're evil. Da, 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 da. Okay, why am I being evil? This game is evil.
Talia, I wish you would change your ways. Remember back when we were children and would play together by the creek?
And you threw me in?
You dropped a bee's nest on my head first.
Oh, that's right. I remember the way your head swelled up like a melon.
Wait. She was like that before? Oh dear, we took them out in instant. Burn it down! Oh, I'm being evil. I am being evil! Don't blame me, the game's evil. Basically, you could just go around the map, destroying everything, and getting more powerful, or simple. Just mouse padding.
Heyday! Creatures after the spell-wielding evil had seized an arcane tear. The newfound magic allowed it to now use a spell to summon the Prince of Hell.
Wait, what? Wait. I can't summon the prince, can I? Oh, that delicious manna. So yeah, you can only hold a certain amount when you need to pick more of them. Hey, big guy.
A creature had become livid with rage.
Go on, go back. Great.
Heroes had entered the dungeon, while the arsonist evil was marching its army around the overworld. Thanks to the demonic spell, creatures could instantly be sent back to the dungeon from the overworld. The fanatic evil's armies reached another magical barrier.
Alright, be right back. Go lock the door. Where were we? Ah, yes. Slaughter! Wait, where did they go? Ah, did they all die so fast? Okay, I'm being too evil in this game. Yeah, I am literally being evil. So these absorb mana. And the more of them that I have, the more... Wait. The more I have... Let's try that idea.
It's payday.
Oh, great, another one. Whatever shall we do?
There's my army. Time for you to die, step.
And he's bringing us from.
Oh, my creatures! Grab them, run them down, rub hot chili sauce in their eyes, and get me out of this damn cage!
My brothers! In your eyes, I see.
You're not gonna repeat that same old crap again, are you? Are you?
Men! Stop them! Talia, we have to move.
The ice in its drink-loving Evil's arms had defeated Tristan's pathetic defenders. Evil's creatures were filled with jubilation, but the disembodied essence of Evil was not yet in the mood to celebrate, for Tristan himself had escaped and still had Talia with him. The lingering without physical form Evil pretended to sigh and once again took up pursuit.
He is escaping. He's I have no idea how to finish that.
The plains of Strotham. The absolute Evil continued its efforts to free Talia. The trail led it to the vicinity of the city of Strotham, which was once besieged by undead.
Wait, undead? Undead?
These sequences with me in a cage are being stretched out far too long here. Can't we talk this out somehow? Maybe rock, scissors, paper, like in the old days?
Huh. You know I always go for the good old rock. But speaking of stones, I will soon have all the stones of Finichu together. And then...
Nobody gives a damn about your stupid marbles, you dumbass.
While Talia was engrossed in an animated discussion with her stepbrother, the brain-eating Evil was already attempting a, more or less, fruitless attempt to free her.
Huh?
Since undead simply resurrected somewhat later in the graveyard after their demise, an unsuccessful onslaught was no great tragedy. Admittedly, the creature-wasting Evil probably never took the loss of subordinates tragically in the first place.
Yeah.
But back to the subject at hand. Fortunately, there were ancient burial chambers in the vicinity, which were home to powerful undead, and could provide a significant supply of reinforcements. The map-studying Evil eagerly took notes.
Oh dear.
See that, Tristan? My armies will free me. Go on, you undead. Knock them down. Eat their brains. I don't know, just do something.
A temple with a sacrificial pit would
Right.
need to be built before the merciless Evil's undead creatures could summon more minions. Quickly, the construction-obsessed Evil set about doing just that.
Alright. So, I need to make... Ooh, we get vampires. Wait, what about the suckers? If you're wondering why I'm doing that, it's because that cell is going to be the building. I did the wrong thing. Let's increase that, shall we? Get to it.
It's payday.
Yeah, nice lot of gold. Hey! Faster! If you guys do not work faster, I will... Well, I'm just a thrown hand, so... Work! Why am I doing this?
It seems your creatures don't even dare to leave the underground tavern. But they are not safe there either. Forward, men! Destroy the dungeon in the underground!
are in the dungeon.
Yeah, I want to build defenses. A long line of defenses. Good girls. This is build a subsequent pit. Alright. You want my traps? Wait, we need my food. Oh no. We need food, we need food. Okay girls, we need food. Hey ladies, attack. Oh, they scream.
The colourful clothes-wearing evil had discovered a dungeon gate in the underground. Apparently, this was one of the 3 lost burial chambers. All that was needed to benefit from it was to open the burial chamber, presumably with a few firm blows.
You heard them, ladies? Now let's see. Where were we?
The gruesome evil welcomed a Bone Lord into its ranks. Not only could this mighty swordsman both dish it out and take it, but could also summon skeletal mages as minions. This was apparently the final resting place of the legendary mercenary army, the Scallywag Ragtags. The pragmatic evil was bound to have an idea as to what it could do with the undead found there. The zombie-like evil had unleashed powerful undead forces. The use of these powers meant each of its undead creatures could both move faster and summon an additional minion to its side. Each additional burial chamber would provide 1 additional minion. The frivolous evil had erected a temple. From now on, Blight could be stored there, which would greatly enhance the Ode to Grave-Wearing Evil's undead armies.
Yeah. Oh no, I can't. Wait, there's something I can mine, but I can't mine yet. Alright. Oh yeah, we need food.
Oh. Oh. The sacrificial evil had a temple built complete with a sacrificial pit. The greedy-looking black maw with its dark void seemed to be eagerly awaiting offerings. Presumably, the evil spirits would reward each sacrifice with some soothing blight. The experimental evil set about testing this theorem. Strengthened by the captured blight, one of the undead creatures was able to summon a minion to its side. The extravagant evil was satisfied to note that its undead were able to use blight and minions to maximize the number of creatures that could be used carelessly. Oh. Defend the dungeon heart. One of your creatures has died.
I mean, one of my creatures died.
Defend the dungeon heart.
What the scrap? So that's what it was.
The dungeon heart is being attacked.
I know that! Oh, for the love of...
Defend the dungeon heart. One of your creatures has died.
Not good. No!
The ludicrous evil had managed to allow its dungeon heart to be destroyed. Obviously, Talia would not be freed so easily after all.
Bring my troops back. So that's how they got in. I got 2 vampires. So yeah, I died.
Powerful undead forces allowed additional minions to rise from their graves.
Alright, so I gotta protect it. As you see, if you try to conquer the outside and not do the inside first, that happens. Bit more. Alright. Oh, it's been 3 hours. So, yeah, we'll save it here. It seems people do like these playing this game, so we'll probably complete this, then we'll pick the other.
Payday.
So yeah. Where was it? Okay, I just had to do that. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Tomorrow it's VR chat, so until then, have fun, respect, and GG. I gotta wait a whole week now. Well, almost a whole week.